And we're live, Chummers. Welcome to the Wednesday night's Shadowrun edition. Make sure to follow us on Facebook as well as YouTube to watch our previous episodes. That's the Wednesday nights with a K. My name is Bryce and I'll be the game master tonight. Now, let's meet the players. Tonight we have with us GM Jeremy.
Hello. Tonight I am going to be playing the human Decker, codename Atari.
And we also have Laird.
Hello, I'm Laird, and I'm playing Shady May, the Street Samurai.
Shady May!
Shady May! That's right, gentlemen. And we also have Steve.
Hey, I'll be playing Almari, the Elven Water Shaman.
And we have Keith.
Hello, I'll be playing a mystic adept dwarf named Mississippi Longstreet.
And last but not least, we have Hans.
Hi. Dr. Giggles, I shoot shit.
And you giggles.
Woo!
Short and sweet.
Not without Moesha.
Yeah, we need our
True.
beer.
All right. Real quick. Shadowrun, to remind you guys, is set in a dark and futuristic world. Some content not suitable for all audience. Discretion is advised. Okay. Now we have all that out of the way. How are we all feeling tonight, gentlemen?
Good.
Excellent
Good.
day.
Looking forward to this.
Time is back to normal.
Back to normal. Yeah. All right. Everyone have a good Halloween. Hope everyone had a good Halloween.
Mellow.
Quite
Yeah.
I walked over 20 miles.
What?
Yeah, right on. That's crazy, but okay.
Oh, was
You must
that
have
like a zombie
lot
run?
of candy.
Was that a zombie
Must
run?
have some sore shins.
No, I got
Did you
hoodwinked.
You got
Did you
hoodwinked
go-
by some zombies?
Did you go trick-or-treating?
Oh man, 20
No.
miles of trick-or-treating.
That's better bring extra sacks. Anyways, so where we last left off our fearless group. Dramatic pause.
He's not talking about you, Atari.
What?
You are in
He said fearless.
Germany.
Yeah.
We are in Germany, in Bavaria, to be explicit. You guys had flown over there on a transatlantic mission from Morlock, who had hired you before. Suborbital was quite eventful. The train ride from Berlin down to Munchausen was also quite eventful. And you guys finally showed up off the diesel pusher, old ragtag train, into the small picturesque village of Munchausen. In the fields along the way that you saw, if you remember, the peasants wearing the lederhosen and the long skirts of 2 centuries ago traditional attire, working right alongside the latest cyber tractors. So quite a big touristy area, although technology is still here. Directly overhead of this lovely village, dominated by its medieval church and town hall, you are amazed to see no sign of modern civilization, however. No aerials, no neon or laser glitz, no graffiti. The village women water their flower boxes in picture postcard fashion, while old men whittle and puff on long-stemmed pipes. Above it all rises the Schloss Munchausen, or Castle Munchausen. Perched on the heights of the valley's largest Alp, or our very own Matterhorn, guesses the tourist brochure, the mountain top and its cliffs are snow-covered, though the weather is warm in the lower valley. A deceptively thin-looking cable links the castle to the valley below. You watch as the tram ascends to the castle. Here at the village's train platform, the local tourism director boards with her usual picelle of soldiers and customs agents. Calls out the Americans and you guys as well by name, looking around questioningly, and then approaches you when she sees you. Welcome, Chumnichin. My name is Goldie, she says in slightly accented English. I am here to welcome you to Munchausen. All your luggage has arrived, and your accommodations are waiting for you. Please come follow me. Which is when Atari decided to hit on her for some strange reason.
Sounds like something Atari would do.
She laughed it off, used to this sort of abuse
Yeah.
from such
I'd like to look around and make sure we're not being followed. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Excellent.
There are two tourist shuttle vans that are sitting there, and the Americans are getting their luggage and their dogs, or their carry-ons, as long as their dogs, loaded into one.
Was their dogs okay? Did any of them get shot?
Yeah, they seem to be fine. Yeah, they seem to be fine. There's just a couple of them. They're just, to demonstrate. They're big old Irish. Those Irish, what are they? Setter hounds or something?
Mhm.
Or what are those giant Irish dogs called?
Yeah, Irish setters.
Wolfhounds. That's
Wolfhounds.
what they are. Irish wolfhounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna flash my astral eyes and just make sure that there's not any like spirits that are like following us or something like this.
Okay, go ahead and roll a sensing. Tari, you don't see anyone that's really following you,
Okay.
you know.
I'll keep my eyes out, as we're
out of
walking.
position. Same, Almari. The astral presences around you, you don't detect anything unusual in general. No spirits like floating in the air, hovering around you that you can tell that are hidden within your sight. All right. So what are you gentlemen going to do? You going to go ahead and get in the van?
Yeah,
I will
following
get
her.
the van.
Okay. So yeah, she directs you to the van. She gets into the one with the Americans. Your van follows them. They drive through the town a little bit. There aren't many cars here. The ones that are here seem to be state-owned, such as government issue or taxis. The people here seem quite comfortable with life, dressed in their classic attire, as I had said. The buildings are all done up in classic style as well. And you get to a hotel, has a bunch of small winter kind of A-frame huts as the hotel rooms, little separate cabins. And the one van pulls up along the valet area with the Americans, and your van kind of pulls off to the side over in kind of a more of a general waiting area. And Goldie gets out with the Americans, goes into the hotel lobby with them and the dogs. And then a few minutes later, she comes out and walks over to your guys' van and gets in, and then your van takes off again. So this must not have been your hotel. So what brings you here to our beautiful little countryside? Goldie says as your van drives off.
Think about telling her about getting hired and all this this crazy stuff, but then think better of it.
I'll talk about sightseeing and this unique place of that's been stopped in time.
Yeah. Much to see around here. You plan on climbing much, it appears.
I'm here for the pretzels.
Oh, you Americans, so funny.
No climbing. No, I'm.
No climbing. Oh, that's very bizarre. Okay.
We're mostly interested in being tourists and seeing the old German villages and getting a look around. Admiring the old architecture, and really just getting away from home.
Oh, yeah, you like the architecture here.
Yeah.
All remodeled as old Gothic style, 7th, 8th century, as you can see. Very beautiful.
Does the castle have tours?
Ah,
Up
yes,
there?
the Slosh Munchausen, very famous. Very famous. There are some tours, not really this time of year so much, but certainly if you would like one, we could make it arranged for you. No problem.
Oh, maybe so. Where can I get information? You have a brochure for that?
Yes, it is in the bro chips that were handed out to you, as well as I can give you a personal tour if you would like. I could certainly take you around the town and the castle.
I'm nodding at at Almari from behind this guy.
Who's our contact that we're supposed to meet?
Yeah, she's in the front seat by the driver, and you guys are in like all the shuttle seats behind.
Maybe once we get settled in our place. We just came off of a flight, but
Oh yeah, of course. Here is your lodgings here coming up, the hostel. Yes, here we go.
why don't you send your contact information to our friend here, Atari here, and then we'll get back to you once we're settled in.
Oh yeah, it's all in the broadship. You can contact me there. It's no problem. Small little outfit we have here. It'd be no problem to reach me.
Why are there not more tours?
I can come back tomorrow and pick you up as well if you like.
Why are there not more tours? I mean, it seems like a lot of people would want to see this place.
It is the off season. Mostly just a few tourists, climbers, people that have business within the barony.
Oh yeah,
the real tourist season picks up in the summer here in a few more months.
I've never been. I mean, I've read about, the
That is
mountain
why
climbers, but is that a big deal here?
Yeah. That is why when I saw all of your gear, I figured that is what you are here for, is for the climbing. But here we are at your lodgings now. Here, and the van pulls over at this large kind of YMCA-like building, hostel. The youth hostel. It has a large common area in the front and then like 4 wings coming off of it, and each wing is just one large room that has 6 bunks in it. And then there's a central common laundry and kitchen area that are all automated. And she brings you into the hotel, assuming you all get out of the van. You all get out of the van.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she takes you to your room. And like I said, it's just a large, empty room, square room, couple windows on the far side facing the out, and then 2 rows of 3 bunks, and then a couple chests, a little table, some chairs, couch, and then the large common area that has a few laundry facilities and kitchen area and common bathroom with shower, that everyone uses.
Okay.
Sitting in this room, there are 4 crates. Fairly decent sized crates, one that's labeled open first, and then leaned up on the crates next to them you see 2 large packs of climbing gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of snowshoes and a bunch of coiled rope sitting on top of the
I guess
one of
we
the
are
crates.
going mountain climbing.
So here's your room, gentlemen. Can I be of any more service? Please do not hesitate.
Have you
I am
been in
here
our
for
room
your enjoyment.
before we were here?
I'm sorry?
Have you been to our room before now? Before you came to pick us up?
Oh, no, but we did have to bring your luggage here from the earlier train when it showed up earlier today. Yes.
Thank you.
But no, we've not necessarily been in your room.
I'll
Well, of course we have, because we brought the crates in. So, but yes, we brought your stuff in here. It did not magically just appear. We don't have those ferries around here. I know that you may have heard over in America.
I will just kind of walk them to the door and then give them like $40 in credits or something.
Who, her? Oh,
New
no, not necessary. Do not need to tip me.
I still tip her.
If you insist. You gentlemen have a good rest. Call on me if you need anything. Enjoy your stay in Munchausen. She gives a little bow. Leaves.
She starts looking at the gear.
Yeah, I do as well.
Not just the climbing shit, I mean the obvious climbing shit, whatever, but she's looking for the real
You immediately start ripping the crates apart. Guns, I need guns. Let's be
Well,
honest
look
here,
in-
gentlemen.
I'll
Look
go
in the crate that
stretch my
says
legs.
open first.
I'll stretch my legs and walk outside while they're going through the gear.
Okay, you walk out to the street. Let me see. I didn't really make a splash of the village or anything. I guess I should have, but I didn't have much.
It's all good. We got
Go on.
imaginations. We can go with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very old-fashioned 7th, 8th century remodeled village, small cottages, all whitewashed with, the brown trim and the really steep A-frame roofs, uh, chimneys everywhere. No real modernity. I mean, obviously inside everything is modern. There's electricity. It's just on the outside, it doesn't have the look. So they're trying to keep that facade of going back in time. All the people are dressed up in their classic wear, just very traditional in that manner. Obviously, very secluded area. Large castle, pretty much from anywhere you can see that castle from in the village down in the valley. Very large. It does have a road leading up to it, kind of choked with snow and rubble from the winter that hasn't been cleared away yet, because again, it's not really tourist season yet. In one of the crates, in the first crate that you open, Giggles, there are Ares Predators, 5 of them with silencers. There is 1 Defiance Shock Taser. There are 10 clips of ammo for each Predator. And there are 4 magazines of taser cartridges for the taser. There are 5 knives. There are 5 micro transceivers. That'll make Atari happy.
Excellent. I grab one and put my ear. This is what I'm fucking talking about, you guys. We gotta stop calling each other on our comm links.
Yeah.
There's a small bread box sized white noise generator.
Excellent.
For localized jamming.
Let's go ahead and grab that and turn it on right the fuck now.
There are 2 maglock passkeys. Rating 4.
Ooh. Atari drools a little bit.
There are 2 respirators. So gas masks.
See? This is what the pros do.
It's
And
built
then-
into my armor.
And
that I
then
don't
that's that satchel or valise that was shown to you by Morlock that he wanted delivered.
Okay.
That's cold temperature, cryogenic. Gives off that little hiss of
Yeah.
steam.
Are we alone or is someone in the room with us?
Roll perception.
Okay.
I mean, I would imagine that everybody, before they opened up the crates, would be like, hey, is there anybody else in the room here?
Dos.
Atari, you do see a camera up in the corner.
Hey, hold on a second, you guys. Let's,
I shall also use my magic sense to see if there's any
I'm gonna
like,
grab
clairvoyant
my...
spell on us or anything.
I didn't hear you, Keith. You looking for danger sense?
No, magic sense to detect the presence of any foci or spells or wards that are
Nope.
in the...
Nothing.
I'm gonna grab my deck and get logged into the Matrix and...
Kind of sit with your back to it and log in.
Yeah, and
Okay.
put some marks on that camera.
Okay. So you log in, and of course you enter on your home plane. I just blanked on the freaking name. Server.
Yeah.
Host. No, server. Yeah, server. The Emerald City grid. Thank you.
Mhm.
That's the word, grid. Fucking Bryce, wake up. Sorry, guys. And there isn't really much here. Because you're on a separate grid than the German grid. You do see lit up very brightly is the Embassy for America, as well as the Chamber of Commerce, if you will, tourism and all that, of all the local areas
Okay.
around you is what are popping up automatically that your deck is filtering to you. So you can weasel out the camera, but you'll take penalties because you'll be jumping across grids from what it is on, if that makes sense.
So, can I first log into that other network, or is each deck tied to a network?
No, you can hop grids, but you have to have access to it already, which obviously you don't. You can get on the local German grid, like the public grid, that's no problem. That's inviting, that's open. But you'll still suffer a penalty because that's a public grid, and public grids are just full of traffic and really slow. So the penalty won't change, but you'll be on more of a local grid. Now, if you want to get on the Baron Munchausen grid, Barony Munchausen, whatever, that will require a test because you don't have permission to go on that. You have to be like a member, like you are with the Emerald City grid. So you would have to do either a hack on the fly to break in, or
Let's
a
do
brute
it.
force to break in.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
Let's hack into
just
it.
be aware that if you do that, your timer starts with God.
The yeah, I want to hack into that. Let's hack into.
So you're gonna hop grids. The first thing you're gonna do is hop grids. So go ahead and do a hack on the fly.
Okay. Okay.
Holy
Wow.
fucking shit, dude. You are so sly. You are so smooth.
Yes.
Holy
No
shit,
one is the
you rolled
wiser.
good.
So you slip onto the Munchausen grid, and now everything kind of changes. Everything's much more localized as far as the focal point of the grid. There are all sorts of links to the tourism stuff, as well as some of the industry, a bunch to the castle. So everything kind of, all the icons in this area on your AR and VR just kind of flash up, much more flashy and bright and in your face.
Okay.
So, and you see the host, you see the host of Munchausen, and you do see the camera in the host. So you can go ahead and mark the camera. You are going to be doing hack on the fly again. Oh, but this time it's going to be resisted. I got to get out the host info here. Let me change pages. 4, 7, so it's going to be 11 dice.
Okay.
So it actually got 4 successes. I rolled that wrong. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, he almost glitched. All right, 4 successes. How many did you get?
4.
All right. You are pushing right now.
Okay.
You will alert the system at this point that it's being hacked.
Oh, that a push alerts it?
Yes. They won't know exactly where you are, unlike brute force. Or no, I'm sorry, because you hacked on the fly. So they will know exactly where you are, that someone in the youth hostel is trying to hack into their camera system right now.
Okay.
They will know that.
All right, I'll use an edge.
Reroll.
Okay, so -4.
Add an additional -4.
How long did we have to pull this off?
There we go.
Once we get up
There
there
is
and
a
deliver,
given.
right? There you go, add 1.
Yeah. I'm rethinking this. I got 1 mark on it. Running out of edge from the combat. It's got a lot of defense. I'm wondering if I should just data spike it.
Well, is somebody watching you guys unpack the crates?
So I'm gonna let everybody know, like, you guys, there's a camera. Hold on. I'm gonna sit, and then I sit down and do this. So you guys don't want to be unpacking this stuff. You can look inside it and see what's there, but you don't want to be unpacking it because of the cameras. Let me take a look here at Let me take a look at my.
In the meantime, Shady will check out the innocuous climbing gear as if she was interested in it. Which she is partially.
take a look here.
I'm kicking back, relaxing for a little bit.
I didn't realize I was muted. I'm sorry.
I was just going to mention that in chat.
Tips reroute. Or I could do cat's paw again.
So are you going to keep hacking it after warning these guys that there's a camera there?
Yeah.
And as far as the crate, you guys had pulled out the noise generator you mentioned, the passkeys and transceivers you guys mentioned, and then you probably flashed up a gun or two as you're shifting stuff around before realizing there was a camera watching you. You know, they were just pistols, so hopefully nothing too bad. You know, there are critters out in the wild, so.
So if I try to crash this thing, that could brick the camera, right? Cat's paw prevents bricking the device, and so I'm thinking a crash.
It's just a camera.
Correct. Yeah, you can do it crash. That's perfectly fine.
Or maybe
but you
just
have
a
to have
data
3
spike.
marks. Yeah, you have to do 3 marks for a reboot device.
I mean,
Yeah.
You can do a
could
data
just, like-
spike,
we could
just
just,
make it
like-
bug out.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It
thinking.
could be the
hang
Cambodia.
Hans's shorts on it, right?
I think I'm just gonna do the data spike.
Now, when you do a data spike, if you miss, they won't know they're being attacked. If you hit, they'll know something attacked it. They won't know what or where. Unlike if you fail a hack,
Right.
that's the difference between using brute force type of stuff, you know, with your attack program versus your sleaze program, which. So a successful attack tells them something happened, which they'll know because the camera died. They won't know what, why, or who. They'll just know.
Take a picture of the room.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm
Turn
thinking.
out the old school.
Well, if they know it's been hacked, if I do that, we're the only.
Well, they'll know that something, it glitched out, or someone hit
Okay.
it with a baseball bat, or a hacker overloaded it. I mean, they won't immediately. Whereas if you fail a sleaze, they immediately know there's a hacker trying to fuck with the system.
We can just melt
That's
like
the difference.
the little the circuitry in there.
Why don't you just like sling some snot on it or something like that?
Because one of the cleaning ladies will come in and just clean it. I want them being like, "What's going on? Maybe we need to troubleshoot this thing, and maybe it takes them 24 hours to figure it out. And by that time, we're out of here." But we need the freedom, I think, of not being watched, not being recorded. If there's any
And the
questions
time,
after
yeah.
all of this, and they're like, "Quick, go back and search the cameras."
Oh, it could be the Cambodians too.
I imagine you're all over that Atari, right?
I'm trying. I think I'm going to do the data spike is what I think I'm going to do. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to try a data spike. Cyber combat.
All right.
plus
So you're
logic.
going to be rolling your cyber combat
Yeah.
plus logic, cap of attack.
Okay. And then programs that I have running.
Right, intuition and firewall.
Okay. I don't think there's any modifiers for it. Yeah. Maybe not. I might not be able to do anything. Might have to do it old school.
All right.
Jeez.
So you failed. It does not detect you because you failed. But you throw a bunch of data at it trying to overwhelm the camera, and it doesn't bleed through the firewall to affect it.
All right, I'm gonna try it again.
Okay.
That's a little bit better. Jesus Christ, this thing.
You are pushing.
Yeah. We're just gonna have to do it old school, I think. Yeah, that's fine.
Or
I
we can just
disconnect.
do it at night and we can hang something on top
Yeah,
of it.
I
or
just
something like
I just
that.
I disconnect from the matrix.
Okay. You disconnect.
Yeah. We're just gonna have to like unscrew it and I don't know, or put an extra screw in the side of this thing to short it out or something. I don't know.
Sock.
Or a wire we can just cut.
Or just hang up a blanket.
Yeah.
Like, in front
Really,
of
a sock.
I'm gonna
The-
draw.
The red shorts.
I'm gonna drop
Yes.
dong and just stand in front of the camera with my hands on my.
Okay.
Oh man.
All of a sudden, you see the green light turn off. No, I'm just kidding.
Camera starts smoking.
Yeah, we should probably
Just
just throw a towel over it or something. So we do that.
Is there-
Did I detect any
So you
other
nonchalantly
cameras? or
cover the
anything in there?
camera
Yeah.
and unpack the rest of the gear.
Yeah.
So are these all like smart guns and stuff? Can you check this stuff, Atari, to make sure that it's not been compromised?
So the Predators do have smart gun adapters on them.
Yeah, I was about to ask
So
about.
you rip open the second crate. That has 5 suits of armor jackets,
Okay.
5 sets of snowsuits, full body snowsuits.
Holy shit! It's gonna be
No
like James
additional
Bond.
armor protection, just environmental protection. 5 sets of climbing boots. 5 small backpacks. 5 survival kits. 5 sets of low light goggles with smart link
Okay.
adapters.
Is someone writing all this down?
Hope
Yeah,
so.
I've been.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit. This is all your gear because you had no gear when you came here.
Yeah.
Med kit, level 4.
Oh, I do have that.
This is an additional one to what you own. 4 stimulant patches, level 2.
Mm-hmm.
4 trank patches, level 4. And now the third crate.
Okay.
The third crate has 5 HKs with silencers.
Yes.
Those are SMGs.
Yep.
There are 10 clips of explosive ammo.
Nice.
Dog.
5 clips of stun. 3 clips of flechette. And 5 standard ammo. And one of the HKs has a grenade launcher mounted under it that has 2 magazines of 6 micro smoke grenades.
Okay.
And then in the fourth crate, there is a grapple gun
Yes.
with attached repelling gear. There's a 200-meter stealth grapple line and a catalyst stick for the grapple line.
What is the catalyst stick?
You attach it to the line when you're at the top, and it dissolves the line.
Oh,
Oh.
So when you're done, it leaves no trace. There you go, gentlemen. That's all your gear.
Okay, so the Ingram Smart Gun X, found it.
No, these are HKs.
The Ingram Smart
There-
Guns are.
No, the Ares Predator 5 is the one that has the smart gun adaptation included.
And the SMGs do as well.
Okay, so
Oh, sweet.
Okay, so
All the guns do.
Okay, Ares Predator is what I was thinking. I'll take an Ares Predator, if that's okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it in my cyber.
Well, I mean, there's 5 of each, so there's one for each.
There's
of
one
them.
for
Okay.
everybody.
Excellent.
They all have silencers. They all have smart links.
All right, I'm going to put my Ares Predator into my cyber holster.
Okay. Yep, so the Ares Predators and the HK-227s.
I'll grab one of those combat knives.
It's not a combat knife, just regular knife.
Ooh,
But
yeah,
yes,
definitely going to take a knife too. So let's see here.
one for everybody.
All right, so
I'll just put in all the gear.
Predator
Oh.
and
Need a cigarette?
AP.
So everyone gets an armor jacket.
Yep.
Mhm.
AP.
just a standard armor jacket.
Yeah. Everyone gets snowshoes.
Yeah, armor
Boots.
jackets are rating 12 armor.
Snowshoes.
No helmets though, or is our climbing gear have helmets?
Then everyone gets snow suits.
No helmets as far as armor protection goes. I mean, there's a little helmet to protect you from rockfall in the climbing gear, but it won't do anything against a bullet or a bat aimed at your head by any means. There are low light goggles with SmartLink adapters, so even you mages can tap into your SmartLink with your gun. It only gives you a +1 instead of a +2, but you can still do it.
I'm not going to take any weapons other than the knife.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking an HK and a pistol.
Let's see. Recoil. None. How much ammo is there for the Ares Predator?
There are 10 clips, so two for each person.
Okay. So I load it.
Like I said, I'm not taking any weapons, so take extra from mine.
And what's the flechette?
Like a needle round. It splits into little tiny. It's good for unarmored targets.
HK 227.
Okay.
Like a shotgun, if you will.
Does the HK have a smart gun link as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Atari, can you check out the building plans of this place? Get any of that information on the net?
The the map of. I think we all
We
have
got a
access to
layout.
a map of the place.
There's a
It's
map.
tourist destination.
There's already a layout map.
Well, won't the county or something like that have
Let's see.
Look in the handouts. There's a map of Sloshes Munchausen.
Yep.
right? But that won't
Yes,
say.
that is the castle grounds that was provided to you by Morlock, as far as the castle grounds itself.
I don't know about you guys. I'm just gonna levitate up.
Huh.
Yep.
Mario's like, yeah, we'll just be like that Star Trek 4 or 3, where they were climbing the wall.
Yeah.
And Spock is all flying up.
Yeah.
Well, let's get the gear figured out.
Yeah. So Hans, you said we each have a snowsuit, snowshoes, an armor jacket. We each get one of these weapons, the Ares Predator and the HK-227.
Everyone gets a small backpack.
Backpack.
Everyone can take a knife.
The knife, yeah.
For the Ares Predator, there's 10, so that's 2 clips each, unless someone doesn't take one. So then the extra clips for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only taking 2 clips because I'd be primarily using the HK. And they all have silencers.
Shady will take any extra ammo that doesn't go, I suppose. Still said he wasn't taking a weapon, so I imagine there's at least 2
Yeah,
clips.
I'm not taking a weapon, and Mississippi's not. I don't think.
No.
Because we are weapons.
Is anyone going to use that Defiant shock taser?
Shady prefers her fists.
It's more that if I was going to use a weapon, it'd be Glitch Mania.
Yeah.
And you should probably also take the HK with the smoke grenades. Giggles.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Moesha 2.0.
We can let Tari take the grapple gun repelling gear.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I don't know if I'd be any good with it, but I think they're cool.
Also, should we split up the trank patches, or should Giggles just hang on to those?
I'm back.
He's probably going to be there with them.
So the grenade. How many were in the grenade again? There's 2.
There are 2 magazines of 6 micro smoke grenades.
2.
So 12 rounds of smoke grenades, 6 in a magazine.
And I have the white noise generator going while we're discussing all of this stuff.
Okay. Yep, acts like a jammer.
Can you make sure that our transceivers aren't compromised?
They don't appear so. I mean, the crates didn't appear to be fucked with.
We each have a micro.
I mean,
Yep,
this
you
is
each
just
have a micro transceiver.
we got to sneak up there and deliver the package, right?
You have to steal a book.
I was gonna say, yeah.
The Pondemonicus Faustus, Collectania Occultica.
Yep. Blood red ink, image of a devil. Must be in mint condition. It's got a wooden cover. It's an ancient medieval book.
Yep.
We got to
Perfect.
and then we got to leave a delivery.
It is in the possession. It's in the possession of Baron Munchausen within the Schloss Munchausen, which is why you are there. And when you grab it, you are to leave the valise or satchel in its place. That's cryogenically controlled.
That's right.
And the
Everyone
Oh, go ahead.
Everyone has a survival kit.
Yeah, survival kit.
And a climbing kit, if I remember right. And a snowsuit.
Yeah, we got the snowsuit.
Climbing boots, snowshoes. Because it is April, but you're up in the Alps. You're up in the mountains. So other than, you come up out of the valley and there's still pretty much snow. Not much fresh snow, but snow from the winter that hasn't melted off.
Okay. I'm going to pick a bed and kick back, take a nap. We've been doing a lot of traveling and fighting.
Yep. Not the most, comfortable of accommodations.
This bed
Certainly
sucks.
but it does the job.
Who's taking the maglock passkeys?
Ooh, I'll take them.
There's 2 maglock passkeys, rank 4.
I'll take one.
Maybe Shady should take the other one.
No, just take some of that paper and cover it.
And Atara, you got the grapple gun, the 200-meter stealth grapple line, and the catalyst stick.
Okay. I'll just throw it all in my backpack.
Shady's gonna spend time getting this gear set up and stowed, and fit appropriately with any cinches that might be part of the gear.
Okay, customize it to fit you and all that. Try it all on. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, check the weapons, make sure they're good. She's taking a Predator. At first, she doesn't think she's going to bother with an HK, but then she does pick one up and prep that as well.
So
Just familiarizing herself with the gear.
Sure.
So
Yep.
So who's all taking an HK? Because we have
Me.
10 clips of explosive round, 5 clips of stun, 3 clips of flechette, and then 5 clips of standard.
I'm just taking standard. You guys can, I'm thinking that basically,
I've never got to use explosive.
yeah, I'm thinking Dr. Giggles and I'm thinking Shady are the ones that can really benefit from having the real nice, fancy, fun ammo. And so I just go with standard. I mean, I'm probably not even going to pull the gun out. And if I do, I'm probably dead. So it's just me trying to get one more shot off before I'm killed.
So explosive rounds give you a +1 damage modifier and a -1 armor piercing.
And they're loud.
Gel rounds, the damage are just, which is the stun, are just, the damage is stun instead of physical, and has a +1 armor piercing, so it doesn't pierce as well.
Yeah, so I'll
It's
take
like
I'll
a
take
little BB.
I'll take 5 clips of the explosive.
Yep.
I'll take
And-
2 clips of the
The
Leave it
flechette are
3.
+2 to damage, but +5 to armor. So if you're shooting at anyone armored, it's probably not going to do much.
I'll just take
If they're-
1 clip of flechette. I'll
And
take
then
2
there was
clips
a
of the
taser.
standard.
There was that taser. The Defiance Shocker.
Well, they're going through the gear and everything like that. I'm gonna lay down and like act like I'm taking a nap, and I'm gonna go astral. And I'm gonna go buzz up to the castle and circumnavigate it at first, and then spiral in closer to see if I can see anything.
Okay. It's daytime. It's, noonish, early afternoon as you guys go through the gear. So that'll take a couple hours, and resting and whatnot. So you see auras in there all over on the levels. It looks like it is 4 stories plus the roof.
Okay.
It looks like there are 2 basement levels. The auras are mostly between the first basement and the first, and then they get much less auras going up to the 2nd, 3rd, and then finally the 4th floor. Now this is of the main stone keep. There are a few buildings. Hold on. Whoops.
Do I see any like big mana barriers or anything like that poking out through a wall?
No, there's no mana barriers, nothing magical. These 4 buildings are all 4-story filled auras, each floor. This is the main central keep, the one that I first described to you. The towers, these towers have many auras. This one has many auras. This one has a few. This one has many. This one has none. This one has none. This one has none. This one has a few, and it's where the tram connects. The auras that are in this tower are only on the top, and you see what looks like some sort of contraption.
Okay.
So, what if we catch a ride on the tram, but on top? How awesome would that be?
On top of the
So
tram.
that is
That doesn't sound
and
fun at all.
You don't detect like any spirits. You don't detect anything like that. Just auras of people going about their day.
Oh, or
Okay.
as in,
What about if I pop into the top of the tower? The keep. Can I pass through? Is that like considered earthen? Because
You
it's
can
all
go
made
through
out of
walls.
stone?
No, you can go through walls. You just can't go through solid.
Okay.
So yeah, you can float in and out the walls. I mean, you can't really make them out very well. They're just little shadowy aspects of themselves.
Right. I'll just pass through. Just
Okay.
poking
I
around,
mean, you
try to
can't make
gather
very
as
much out of the interior because it all just shadows upon itself, so you can't really make out much. Like I said, the top floor, the 4th and 3rd floor don't really have very many, like maybe 1 or 2 auras within the whole floor. And then the 3rd floor has like 3 or 4. And then the 1st floor has a dozen, maybe dozen and a half. And then the basement has, another half dozen, maybe. Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Actually, the
basement
2nd
two-
basement, not the 1st basement. 1st basement wouldn't have very much.
so I say we go in through the front door, blast them. What do you think?
So
Were those HK227s?
yes, they were.
Okay.
So the lowest basement has people in it, but
Has more people. Has about a half dozen. The one above that has like 1 or 2. Yeah, I did that backwards.
So there might be like a command or control room in the bottom of the place.
No, there you can tell astrally there was a pool that dominated the center of the bottom basement. A large pool, like swimming pool.
Oh, it must be like a hotel or something,
Huh.
or a research facility for World War II stuff.
What? What the fuck? How did you go there from there? I don't understand you, teacher man.
Well,
All right.
World War II, a lot of research facilities in the movies were in medieval castles with pools in the bottom for the research.
All right.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
What about in the? Okay, that's some good info. I will go down the around the cliffs and see if there's any like trails or entrances or anything like that in the rock face. Like
You
if
can't
there's,
tell
like,
astrally. You can't tell that astrally.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll go. I'll pop back and.
Okay.
When we have our planning meeting, you know,
There's no 10 stack around here, my friend.
well, we might all have to go for a walk or something like that. I don't trust a hostel to be, you know.
We got our jammer. We got our sock over the camera.
You know what it means when they put the sock on the camera. Wink, wink.
All right, how much time do we have here? How much time do we have here? With like 2 days, I think, to pull this off. Is that right?
Yeah. So today's the 12th. It's now midday. You know, between noon and 2, on the 12th, and your flight leaves Berlin the evening of the 15th. So you have to hop on a train the morning of the 15th here in the village to catch your flight.
Yeah.
You
So
have
it
3 days.
sounds like we'll spend time. I mean, we're scoping it out now astrally. I can also scope it out on the Matrix to get a better idea of kind of what's going on in there a little bit. And then we can go on a tour tomorrow, and then maybe we hit it tomorrow night based on what we find during the tour.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Investigate getting tickets for the tour.
I'd agree with that.
Can we call the front desk and just ask for tickets, or is that something we have to call?
The guy was
Goldie had offered you.
Goldie. Remember?
Goldie had offered to give you a personal tour tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just reach out on the number that's provided on the biochip.
Yes, I'll call it, or Mari. You should call her up since you're the charmer, or
So-
Atari.
not me. Definitely not Atari. Atari likes to think that he's a charmer, and that's what he writes in his online dating profile. But he's not very good with the ladies.
Kangley liked you. Kangley liked you.
Oh, well, some of the ladies.
If you remember when you were leaving the ruins, she liked you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just members of your own race don't.
Crazy.
You're exotic to the other ones.
There we go. Atari's exotic.
And he apparently missed the attention of the lady on the plane.
Oh, that's right. The marshal, she liked you.
Oh yeah, the marshal.
That's right. She thought you were kind of funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I should have
So
got her
Omari
number and had a
will call up-
contact.
Thank
Damn
you for boosting Atari's ego there.
Yeah.
Or delusional hacker as it is.
Yeah.
You're not a rigger. You're not a rigger, Atari.
Hey, I like
So
to
I'll
collect
call up
stuff.
Goldie and
He says
Yeah.
carrying a drone under his arm.
That's right.
ask her for an extended tour. We want to see everything. And how much it'll be.
It's provided for. There's no so you call that number or you reach out to them.
Yeah.
Yep. No problem. Goldie is open all day. She will pick you up whatever time you want. She'll take you around the whole village. She will take you up to the castle, show you the museum, and take you out to the countryside. No charge. None of it's any charge. It's all provided for with the package. Her pleasure.
I'm gonna get some.
What she's here for. Yeah,
and
yeah.
get ready tomorrow.
So you set a time, like in the morning, or you
Yeah,
know?
we want to start out early and then hit it.
Okay.
Yeah, get a good night's sleep, order in some food. Right.
Recover an edge.
And yeah, we just want to take it easy.
So there's a couple of vending machines there in the kitchen that you can order food from with your cred sticks.
Okay.
Say 20 new yen a day for all your meals.
Okay.
We'll say half that if you're just gonna pick and choose a few things, and then you can put the trays in the microwaves and whatnot, and they'll cook for you. There is small shops, artisan shops all around you that you notice as you're driving through. So I mean, you can find local food. You can find little cafe, little restaurant, little bakery. So if you want
we're
anything
taking
local,
the
you
tour.
can stumble
I'll
around and do that, or you can just
I'll get a
use
drink
the
here and-
prepackaged. Mhm.
Yeah, we're gonna be touring the village at least a little bit, so I'll
Okay.
eat here and drink there. And
You do have some sickness, especially Hans, from the suborbital flight, and a lot of jet lag because you just flew halfway around the world in a couple hours.
I'm just staying in bed.
So yeah, I mean, you guys are kind of woozy. You guys, it did take about an hour to unpack and catalog everything. Another hour to divvy out. So now you're all kind of resting, I imagine, for a couple hours. So it'll be about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So you want to go out to eat or stay in?
I'm staying in.
Okay.
I don't feel too good.
Y'all feel like shit, especially Hans, like I said,
I was
especially Pickles.
gonna see him.
Shady's gonna go out to a cafe.
yeah, I'll go out as well.
I'm ordering in and then
Okay.
taking a nap.
Okay, so you order something out of the machines.
Yeah.
Longstreet needs to take a shower.
Okay, so the ones that are going out, there is one little cafe restaurant near you, has a couple tables, has a few beers on tap out of kegs. Very classic little wooden tables, accordion player kind of sitting on the stage drinking a beer. Couple stews, bread. Kind of almost medieval-ish, It's kind of really going back in time, but it's all made with modern style. It just has the look of the rustic classic.
It's all made with fucking soy.
You're the only no, it's real.
Oh.
It's all real.
Well, this is
That's
a worthy
from,
trip out then.
Yep. It'll cost you 30 new yen for just an average meal.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Where in the
sausage
city
and
that would
kraut.
cost you probably about 3,000 new yen.
She'll get that. She'll get a beer, and she's gonna finish it off with whatever their stiffest coffee is.
Okay. Yep. No problem.
Do
You're
one
the
real-
only non-German in there. Everyone else is German. No one speaks American except for your waitress and the barkeep, innkeep, if you will. They speak very broken English, enough to take your order and whatnot. That's about it. Okay. I need
After that,
full.
then,
It's a great meal, good meal. Simple.
still, did you say that you were going out, or was that
Yeah, I'm joining you.
Yeah, you and
Okay.
Almari, I believe, were the only two.
okay? So then, yeah, we just, Shady just wants to head back at that point and rest
Okay.
up, but she's not quick to do it necessarily. Just a meandering walk back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the
As you
tram
guys walk
active?
back,
Is the tram active at night? Oh, it's not night. It's like
it's not night. It's
evening.
about 5 o'clock now. So as you guys exit the cafe, an explosion shatters the tranquility of the Munchausen. Looking into the sky, you see a feathery white trace from a launched missile linking the ramparts of the Schloss with a dark smudge of smoke overhead. Person on the street standing next to you goes, testing the Baron's defenses, volunteers the villager. One of the people gathered around outside to watch. He gives you a friendly smile, or is it a leer? You can't really tell. Every week, Graf Heisenstein sends his spy drone, and Graf Munchausen always shoots it down. Paranoid about the skies, our Baron is.
wow. Who is this other guy that sends the drone? Can I talk with him? Can I persuade him?
That's the neighbor Baron. Graf Eisenstein would be the neighbor Baron. Graf is German for Baron or Lord.
Huh? Have they been rivals for a while?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Always have been. Fighting over the grazing fields and the hills. But we get used to it. You will too.
Wow.
Munchausen has plenty of missiles.
Huh. Does Munchausen ever send drones over to the other Baron? Is
Do
this
you have
a
any
game like...
etiquette or social or anything? Roll negotiation or con or etiquette or anything like that? Leadership?
Etiquette?
Okay, go ahead and roll it. Oh, yeah, he has drones. They have drones patrol the castle and the road to the castle. Many drones.
Huh.
Many soldiers.
Wow, is that normal? Do they have armies standing in their keeps at all times?
Oh, no, not armies. Not armies. Couple dozen. You know, enough for the ramparts and the guardhouse and the missile launcher and the tram. He's just volunteering everything. You've really struck a chord with him.
Wow.
He offers you to go in. Are you going home? Would you like to get a beer? I'll tell you stories.
Oh yeah, I'll go. I'll tell Shady. Hey Shady, you want to come with, or you want to go out drinking?
Sure, I'll tag along.
So we'll go and hit another bar and drink.
Schmooze it up with the guy.
Okay. Yeah, he's very friendly. He introduces you to a couple other people at the bar, introduces you to the barkeep, Franz and his other Franz. And
Wow, shooting missiles every week. Does it get any more heated than that, or do they ever assault each other? Is there ever like fighting? Is that a normal thing here in Germany?
the fighting is very normal. Oh yeah, there's border raiding and anarchists brewing everywhere, causing trouble. It's quite more peaceful here because our Baron keeps a pretty tight lid on everything, and we're very small. You know, we pay our good taxes to everyone, and we pay off the other people that might give us too much trouble that we can't handle. No, it's just the neighbor Baron. Very normal for him to be making sure that Munchausen still knows he's there. Munchausen does the same every once in a while, you know, just to respond. But otherwise, no, it's quite normal.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that I should be interested in when I go take a tour? Is there any
Our classic Gothic church is quite the see. The castle up close, of course, is quite nice, although it's not really tourist season. I'm sure you could probably arrange something with
Sure.
the
Is there
government.
anything up at the castle in the tourist, any like
You know, famous
that the
hop fields and beer,
that the locals
craft
know that the tourists don't?
beers. Yeah, go ahead and roll it again. You're gonna ask basically about the castle and the Baron.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it again.
Holy moly.
My God, man. You're insane. You're so elven.
You're so pretty, I just can't hit you.
So the castle,
Right.
the castle used to be a very lively place. The Baron used to be very active in social circles. Loved throwing parties. Quite an active place, a place to be. You know, bands would come and play, and famous people would come and visit and socialize. And the Baron loved it. Always in the middle of everything. You know, big troll of a guy. Big spender, jet setter, known from the Riviera to the Alps, as they say. He hasn't
Cool.
come out. He hasn't come out in recent years, though. He's become somewhat of a recluse. But I believe his body's failing him. He is a troll. They don't live long, and he's quite an old fellow. You know, so likely he just can't keep up with that lifestyle anymore. But that's not to say he's still as crafty as a fox. He's managed to stay out of the politics and keep our little area out of the turmoil of the nation. You know, keeps a tight rein, but he treats us well, so not much to complain about. Although we do have a few people around who don't like some of the rules and laws, just like anywhere else, especially here in Germany. Dissenters. Most of them are quickly snuffed out.
Except for the other Baron.
Oh, there'll always be another Baron. That's just the next, municipality over.
Anything interesting about the castle that isn't revealed on the normal tourist guides?
Not that he knows of.
Huh? Would the Baron be a person that might like to have a party again? Should we show up with a bunch of kegs?
I haven't seen any events there or heard of any for a couple of years. He doesn't take many visitors anymore. Even the tours have become less and less. It's more about the village and the famous beers and the little village festivals we have during the summer.
Interesting.
The castle's seen better days. As has the Baron. You're getting pretty lightheaded from this beer. It's pretty good local potent beer.
Yeah,
So while that's going on, anyone else doing anything else? Just switch frame real quick if anyone else wanted to do something.
No, I'm just recovering from the flight and the air sickness.
Okay.
I will. I'll go back on the Matrix and maybe scope out this place a little bit.
Okay.
Looking for. Really, I want to know if I'm detecting, people walking around wearing cyberware.
Okay, so you hop on the Matrix. There is a little passcode key there for visitors, so you can hop onto the local grid, the Munchausen grid.
Okay.
So now you don't have to break in. You can just log on to there through this, visitor portal,
Okay.
if you will. And you just kind of float around through the plane of the town. You see roll perception. Oh, why am I just giving it to you? My God.
Let's
roll
see.
Matrix perception.
Matrix perception.
Whoop. Oh, shit. I just closed my Matrix window. Bryce, you boob.
Let's see here.
Bring that back up here. So it's going to be computer plus intuition, cap of data processing.
Cool.
Yeah, you detect a few people that have some minor. Detect any type of razor guys, or samurais like Shady and yourself. Up in the castle, there's a lot more activity on the Matrix. You do see a host there, propped up.
Interesting.
Oh, I didn't make a handout. I just made a splash. Okay. A large tower with pipes running all around it as a host for the castle and the government here within Munchausen that you're kind of hovering outside of. Otherwise, you see various AR local brew crafters and tourists, all sorts of tourist AR pop-ups everywhere. But as far as the people around you, no, you detect a few active cybernetics as far as what are not being run hidden.
Okay.
Well, unless Shady wants to do something else, I'll call it a night and we'll head back.
On the way back, Shady's gonna put in the receiver and activate it. She's gonna be like, Atari, answer me. I know you're there. I know you have this thing in.
What up?
Transceiver.
I'm literally laying on the bed. What up?
Okay.
Is that what he said to reply? Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm literally laying here on the bed. What up?
Okay. I'm just testing, making sure it's working. We're at a bit of a distance here.
You can probably see Shady in the Matrix. I'm sure, working together. See him kind of walking around the streets around
Cool.
the hostel. Okay. Anything else, guys?
No, I'm not.
Back to the hostel and
Okay.
rest up.
Okay.
So what's the plan, guys? What are we planning on doing?
Profit part 3.
Almari stumbles in, slurring.
Is that even a question? I mean, profit part 3, of course. The profit team.
No. No, we're going to go on one of those tours tomorrow.
Who's taking the respirators? There's 2 of them.
Oh, I'm definitely taking one. Gonna write that in right now. So that leaves 1.
Okay, so that's it for the day. We'll flash forward to the morning.
We get an edge back.
Okay, everyone gets 1 edge back.
And I'm going to take 2 flechette clips.
Okay. I assume you're not taking any of this gear with you on the tour. You're all, let's tour, lock and load.
Set like a latch on the door though at the hostels.
I'd like to.
Yeah,
I'd like to
door
at least
locks.
take a
Door
knife that I will stow away in one of my leg compartments.
Okay, your 1 leg compartment has your pistol.
Yeah, I've got the cyber pistol, so 1 leg's totally cyber. So
Okay.
on the upper part
Whoa.
is the cyber holster, and then down
Okay.
in the calf is a storage compartment.
Gotcha, and that's where the knife is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Shady's got a knife and a predator on her.
Okay,
Do
just
we-
under your clothes.
Be wary of leaving this.
Yeah, can I?
bio.
Yeah, I mean, I've got that cyber holster. I'm gonna keep my pistol in that.
Hey, can you program that drone to guard our crates?
Yeah, I look at him. I totally can, man. Yeah, he'll
yeah,
hover
totally
around
do
and
that.
march back and forth, and he'll do radiation scans every 5 minutes. He'll look for smoke bombs. Turn on his motion sensors, his infrared. Dude, you got nothing to worry about. I totally got this.
Can you, at the very least, just have a feed so we can see what's going on in this room when we're not here?
Yeah, I can do that.
I'm going to at least wear a jacket, an armored jacket.
Yeah, I mean, are those armored jackets, do they just look like jackets?
That's how I...
No, you can tell that they are armor. They're not very concealable.
Do people
Okay.
frown on people just walking around in armored jacket?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of unusual for you
I
to
don't
be
know, it's
walking in
Germany.
that versus like a winter jacket.
Well, what if I
But it
what
is
if I wore
large
that
and
opened and
oversized.
oh,
My Mortimer of London suit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not illegal as far as that goes. It's just kind
Right.
of out of place. As far as
Well, I
civilian
am-
tourist, in a foreign nation.
well, I'm already black, so I already stand out among all these white.
A little bit in this area of the country. Of course, there's a lot of trolls and orcs out here. A lot of orcs. Fair amount of dwarves and trolls as well, but a lot of orcs.
I'm gonna wear it, but I'm not gonna have the front buttoned up.
Okay.
I'm just like going bare chested with the armored jacket on.
It's like it's a fashion thing.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay. So a tourist van pulls up. Around 9 in the morning, when you guys set your date, Goldie comes out the front passenger seat, meets you at the hostel. Are you ready for the tour? It will be very fun.
Can't wait,
So-
Goldie.
Good, good. Please get in the van.
Looking forward to it.
And you all get in the van.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm gonna
And she
look
closes the
around.
door.
I'm gonna look around to see if we're being followed.
Roll perception. You don't notice anyone following you.
Okay.
Your sense going off? Do I have a bad feeling about this?
No, I
Your
just,
dangerous spidey sense?
just trying to pay attention to our surroundings. That's all.
I think it,
Anything weird flying above us?
I didn't see
Drone.
anything.
Roll perception.
I would have told them about the drones and everything like that the local had mentioned, and the other Baron and everything like that. I mean, should we not speaking while we're like traveling with Goldie, but should we try to make this look like the other Baron's doing something?
You don't see anything, Hans.
I'm gonna look at the sky too.
Roll perception, Atari.
how long do we want to wait to get in the van, guys? Come
This
on.
is just real quick. Where I'm just looking around,
know.
looking up at the sky, stepping into the
Oh,
van.
look, there's a buzzard.
Cambodia's not gonna come and get you, dude.
Dude, there is something going on with Cambodia. We're not talking about this here in front of Goldie.
Atari, you don't notice anything either.
Yeah, I get in, make myself comfortable.
Okay.
You never said it. Does my danger sense go off at all?
No, I was asking if you were talking about your dangerous spidey sense. No, nothing's going off. No.
Yeah, just get in.
Okay. So she drives you around town in the outer fields where they grow hops, barley, and they have dairy cows and sheep and goats. Lots of goats. I like goats. Talks about the history of the area, all of that good stuff, going all the ways back to, the 7th, 8th century when it started. Talks about the lineage of Munchausen. In the town itself, you guys stop at various little breweries. Most of them you can tell are tourist traps, although you're pretty sure one of them, from the dingy look of it, was something off of the beaten path that she took you to special. Dominating this town, and one of the stops you make, is St. Gretchen's, spelt just like Hans's last name.
Is
Oh,
that
sorry,
the,
Hans. You might not have wanted that out on the internet. Everyone erase that remark. Sorry about that. It's this ancient Gothic structure. Still a functioning church. You see from a sign outside that it's Father Braun, who is the pastor. Braun. Another ancient stone structure here you can tell about is the church is the town hall. Obviously, where all the bureaucrats and functionaries work within the village. There are 3 modest resort hotels, one of which you had already seen. Very
Yeah, we didn't
fancy,
get a
very
place
expensive. Your youth hostel, which you already know of, and over a dozen shops. They line the main street and the side street there of downtown Munchausen. Small craft shops. She kind of walks you past a few of them during your tour, between drinking stints. Their specialties are proclaimed boldly on old-fashioned carved signs, such as pipes, clocks, sausages, jewelry, clockwork toys, and Bavarian costumes. And after about 3 or 4 hours shuttling back and forth, chatting amongst yourselves, she's chatting with you, she asks what you guys plan on doing the rest of your stay.
Well, we haven't went up to the castle yet, though, right?
No, she's just small talk during the tour before you get to the castle.
I'll keep engaged in conversation, but I'll just kind of steer the conversation to nothingness, you know,
Okay.
pleasantries.
She, a few times during the tour, how secure the hills and the mountains in the area are. No paranormal wolves or bears have been seen there in years, you know, and how it's very safe to go out camping and climbing. You know, she refers a few times, so many times that you notice it. You know, how safe it is and how people don't have to worry about, you know, defending themselves. She asked you about when you came into Berlin, how much fighting, how was what's your thoughts on Germany so far?
It's pretty violent.
Beautiful country. Has some issues.
I mentioned the train that was shot at a couple times on the way out.
Oh, that is scary. I so apologize. There are some unruly bears. I do apologize for that. You'll not find that around here. It's very safe around here. Our soldiers are very professional.
It's the Baron's fault?
I'm sure the local baron had something to do with it. There are some bad seeds. They like to give trouble, especially to visitors.
I noticed a lot of orcs.
Yes, Germany is full of metahumans, especially your orcs and trolls and dwarven friends. Many of them awoken in this area. Some say they've always been here. Some say they've always been here, and just now coming out of the darkest of the forests to make themselves
the mountain.
known. Some say Munchausen himself is a descendant of one of these ancient lineages.
Oh, do you know him personally?
Munchausen? Oh, I know him very well. I'm his director of tourism. I'm very important finances of this barony. I'm good friends with the baron. You said you were going to be climbing again? Did you need any transportation arranged to get you there?
I'm the climber. I'm still scoping out where I want to climb.
Well, definitely let us know if we can be of any assistance.
Will do. Thank you.
And look here, we're coming up to the tram station for the castle. This will be quite a treat for all of you. As the van pulls up to the little tram hut down in the village. There's a couple policemen standing guard there. You walk up with Goldie, you all climb into the tram. It fits all of you, just barely. It couldn't fit very many more. It's, you know, maybe 10 people total. You can see here that here in the local tram station, there are no controls. They're just stationed here to help people get on and off. All the controls are in the actual castle itself.
Huh.
It creaks up. It is just 2 lines, so there's one tram on each end. So if there's a tram at the bottom station, there's one at the top station. And then as they go down the line, they'll pass each other right in the middle, you know, and then go back up. So they're always at opposite ends is how the tram works. And then back and forth like that. The tram enters this tower here at the top floor. The towers, these are all, there's 2 types of towers. The smaller, only 5 stories, which are the smaller circles. So these ones are only 5 stories high. And then the larger circle ones are 8 stories tall. They're all topped with very steep conical roofs. There is a single barred window on every level. On the outer wall itself, the stone walls are 7 meters tall, topped with crenellations and a covered rampart. There are floodlights and security cameras mounted all over it.
It's a literal fortress.
And then the inner, thicker wall, that's the outer wall, So the gatehouse wall up here, and this smaller wall, and then the thicker inner walls, the main wall, are 20 meters tall, and they're the actual castle boundary proper. They're identical to the outer walls. They're just much larger.
Huh.
You see that there are 3 openings in the main outer wall. There is the main gate. There is a second back gate. And then there is a rusted shut gate over here that was an ancient sortie gate that's long since been shut. Even from here, you can see all the weeds and stuff and rust on it.
Do we know where this back road goes? This is like on the map where it goes down to the village.
Yeah, that's the main road. That's the one and only road that winds up. It's got many rocks, like little small rock falls over the winter, lots of drifts of snow. It is... It's a 7-kilometer drive, but it's switchbacks. The whole way is switchback. It'd take about all day to hike up it in the condition it's in.
I'm wondering if we drive up, sneak around, and then take the tram on the way back.
I make a comment about the tram. I'm like, man, this is cool. I've never ridden on one of these before, Goldie. Does this? You said this is not the tourist season, so does this thing still run all the time? Did you have to talk to some people?
Oh yeah, no, there's bureaucrats and workers and servants, guards to go up and down. This is the main way to the castle, especially during the winter. The road becomes quite impassable, so this comes quite handy and is run operational constantly. You know,
like constantly, like 24 hours. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, yep.
I mean, it's great, right? If one of the servants is running late or something. Yeah, that's awesome. That was fun.
Good. Glad you liked it. And she walks you along the covered rampart to this tower, where there's a small security station, a little checkpoint that you guys run through, and you're with Goldie, so they just kind of walk you through. The soldiers in their combat uniforms, you know, wave at you and smile. Hope you enjoy the castle, stay out of trouble, run down the rules with you, keep your hands off stuff. She takes you, then you walk through another covered rampart to this tower and takes you down. All the doors are closed, all the doors and rooms are closed, and she takes you out into the courtyard.
Are there like doors is there stairs that go there are stairs that go down, but is there other passages that we see that are in the walls?
Just doorways.
Okay.
Just doorways. You know, they could open up to rooms or hallways, but they're all locked and marked, you know, authorized personnel only. You head down into the courtyard. These large square buildings are all 4-story. They all look like, you know, government type buildings. You see bureaucrats coming in and out of them. This one here has a modest tower on it. And this one here, you can tell, used to be a church. Okay. With its 2 steep bell towers. There's no bells in the tower anymore. And Goldie does mention that used to be a ricotta chapel, or ricotta church. However, the chapel itself was moved into the castle, and the church was repurposed for bureaucratic means, just due to shortages in upkeep. And if you don't know what a ricotta church is, go ahead and Google ricotta, audience or members. They're super fancy, lots of gilded gold and silver, and just full of all sorts of religious accoutrement, Christian type, very fancy.
Gilded Age.
So,
whoa.
And then the main keep, she walks you to the main keep.
Do we get to go into the church? Looks cool.
No, it's repurposed. It's no longer a church. It is now just government offices.
Oh, like the Baron,
dismantled the chapel.
the Baron is here.
Right. They dismantled the chapel and moved it into the keep to save the chapel itself, and the rest of it was removed and repurposed for government functioning.
Did she mention anything about a library or anything?
She hasn't.
Should we?
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to like show our hand, right? So we should probably just wait a little bit, let it come about naturally.
As we're walking in to the keep or towards the keep, Shady's looking around to her stuff. She's like, man, I mean, having this castle up here is pretty defensible, but they still have, I imagine, guards out. Back in the old days when this place was first built, I mean, I imagine the guard structure is very much the same. Is that right, Goldie?
Oh, we do have people that walk the grounds and walk the walls. We are always constant for trouble. This is true.
Yeah, and I imagine they're just posted up on those circular bits. She just acts interested and then
trails off.
Continues on with the tour.
You'd be very safe here.
No doubt.
So what do we see in this main area? Oh, that's where
So
we are
she
now.
takes you to the keep.
Zoom in here.
When you walk into the front area,
Whoa.
you need me to ping it for you?
No.
Oh, found it.
This is a large reception hall. An ancient Gothic castle, so everything is stone, wood, lots of tapestry, lots of rugs, lots of paintings on the walls, old medieval decorations. All the furniture is like solid oaken. Some of it synthetic, some of it just looking that way, some of it actually authentic. In this large reception hall, it's a large chamber lavishly decorated in medieval style. Polite but efficient functionaries verify everyone who enters. There is a trio of desks with bureaucrats behind them. The rest of the room is furnished with antique chairs and writing tables for the comfort of people who wait here, and there are a couple of people here, just nondescript, doing business with the Baron. And Goldie walks you through out into a hallway. She says, "Stay very close to me, please. Very sensitive areas here in the castle."
I stay a little too close.
Okay, you're breathing down her back. And she takes you up a hallway.
Goldie, what's that scent? It's amazing.
This door is marked as a bathroom. And she takes you around this corner.
Does this place have like an old dungeon and torture chambers and stuff?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yes, it used to. That is true back in the day, but not anymore.
Can you show us?
Oh, we will be visiting some. That is where we are going. Yeah. Yes. Oh, you are so eager.
Yeah.
And you...
Yeah, he is a little too eager.
So back here you see a small but modern elevator that has replaced what you can tell used to be a spiral staircase that once went here. She explained to you that modernality has made it much nicer to get around here in the castle. And beckons for you to enter.
Sure.
I look around.
And-
I really want to look for anything out of place before I step in.
Roll perception. Nope, seems fully functioning. Small, very small, but very modern and efficient.
Okay.
She'll test my danger sense.
You detect no danger.
Come on, Otari. Paranoid?
Oh no, I'm
And
just
slap it.
admiring.
Does this seem like the normal place for tours? Is there like wear paths on the floor and?
No. You don't see any indication, like anything like that. Nope.
Interesting.
Okay. So now you go down one floor to the basement. And again, the small elevator landing very the same as the other one. And she walks you out to this doorway. And you were in the basement, first level.
So where are we going again, Goldie?
Going to the museum, the private museum of Graf Munchausen.
Oh, private.
You like it?
Private. How did we?
Is private collection, not a private museum. Just
I'm a
private collection.
great studier of
The
ancient
tourists
art.
get to see that is on the tour, and she takes you into this room that is filled with ancient tapestries. Hold on.
Ring.
This chamber has been repurposed as a museum to the Middle Dark Ages. It's hung with many ancient and macabre items, runic Bibles illustrated with demons, broken swords engraved with twisted characters, and tapestries that appear oddly out of focus.
Are there cameras?
What was oddly out of focus?
The tapestries. They're just very ancient in the way they're painted.
Okay.
Some of them are just kind of out of focus. Not all of them, just a couple.
I get very
The
excited.
style.
And,
Yeah, you like it. There's a lot of really cool stuff here. Little tags under them explaining what you're looking at, and its supposed purpose, or this was used to slay so and so, and this belonged to a witch, and such and such.
Wow. Do we see
Suits
the
of armor.
the
Oh
book
wait,
at all?
that book.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, there's a few ancient Bibles that are in display cases. Some are opened up. You see all the ancient calligraphical writing.
So
Right, but do we see the Pandemodicus Faustus?
It does not appear. Nope, they are not. They are labeled with different name tags.
looks like it's all centered around demons and stuff.
Just the medieval ages. Yeah.
do I see a book with a wooden cover?
No.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go look at some swords.
Okay.
I'll look around and see if anything's magical with magic detection.
Shady's doing the tourist thing, ogling,
No. Nope.
being amazed.
Nothing magical. Yeah. It is interesting. Outside of your actual purpose for being here, but it is actually kind of interesting.
Very cool. Did he collect all this himself?
Him and the predecessors and the family. Yep.
Family?
He set up this particular
His family?
little show. Yeah, but this is stuff that he belongs and that the barony of Munchausen.
I'll go kind of like by Long Street, and I'll just kind of whisper like, "Hey, can you go to the bathroom and take a look around everywhere?"
I think they would notice if I started casting a spell. I whisper.
Maybe in the bathroom?
Yeah, not if you're in the stall.
And she's
I,
walking you around the room, talking about a few of the pieces, pointing out one piece or a couple pieces, answering questions, from
Is there
from
any
Mississippi and from
any
from
medieval
Shady,
elven
if they
stuff?
feign interest. I'm sorry?
Any medieval elven stuff?
No.
I'll ask her, and
Not that I'm aware of. No, it's popular
Me,
around here in our
I
it's
hate
local
to say this, but I have
culture.
to. Number 2, is there a bathroom near here?
Top of
Number
the
two.
stairs.
What do you mean number 2? What does this you mean?
He has to take a.
a dwarf-sized crab, which is about as tall as I am.
Oh my! Yes, yes. Anyone have any?
Sorry, you cut out.
I said yes, yes. Anyone have any more questions before we leave? Then.
I want to hear more about the family. I'm interested in the history.
She kind of repeats what's on the biochip about, the lineage of Munchausen goes back to the medieval ages.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of what you've already heard.
How often do they change out these displays? I can't imagine this is the only things of history that they have collected over the years.
Oh, no. This is just what's for public consumption. The Baron himself changes it up when he chooses.
Is there a private showing available?
No more than this. Nope, not unless you are a friend of Munchausen.
Is there any way I could persuade you're a friend of Munchausen? Can I persuade her to have a more
Unless you have
proposed
professional business with Baron, he is not seeing visitors currently.
Do I get to the bathroom?
I think our poor dwarf is turtle.
No, she's waiting to take all of you up. She's not gonna just take
Kind of
you
bouncing around like.
Yep. It looks like your friend is going to pee his pants, I'm afraid. Are you all ready?
Oh, take a dump.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so she takes you back to the first level. Whoops. Fine.
Das dwarf must shine.
And she directs Mississippi. She takes you all down the hallway and directs Mississippi to this door, which is a single bathroom. And then the rest of you she takes into the common area to wait. And
Okay.
on that note, Chummers, I do need to take a really quick bio myself, so it's actually really funny that you're doing that. So I need just like 5 minutes. Be right back.
Sounds good.
Take it.
Damn cabbage.
Okay, and I am back.
I'm here as well.
Actually, I am going to... Yeah, hi. Those snickerdoodles are calling my name, though. I don't know. Totally forget.
Do it.
Do it now.
Do.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow, chicka, bow.
Is Goldie human?
Goldie is human. Mm-hmm.
And female.
And female. And I think we're just waiting on Steve.
We should play like the llama song.
Yeah.
What's the llama
Try
song?
what? Llama
From-
song? No, let's.
From Monty Python and the Holy Grail. They're like intermission or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Do, 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 do,
Yep.
do.
No, gonna be a hard nut to crack. Gonna be a hard nut to crack.
I hope we go on the guns blazing, guys.
I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean the soldiers are, heavily just like the ones on the train, essentially, in all aspects.
Oh, really? They all have powered armor?
Yes, they all, the ones that you've seen on duty have absolutely been, fully ready to impose their will. Germany is a very chaotic place.
Any way we can charm this lady into like opening it up for us?
Maybe we could put on. Wait, hold on. We got like grapple guns and all kinds of stealth stuff.
I suspect she doesn't have access to the book.
Maybe she is the book.
No, the book's got a wooden cover. It's got red writing. And...
But we can have her take us to the Baron. We could force
Back.
I would rather not encounter the Baron if at all possible.
and we're supposed to leave this in place anyway, so it's supposed to be kind of a stealth mission, I suppose.
Yeah.
Did you notice
Okay.
any drones or anything like that when you were walking around?
Hence all the silent.
No one really looked for drones, Steve,
I
Almari,
did.
but you guys didn't. While you were in the tram and in the castle?
Oh no.
Yeah, before when you were in the town, right? You
Yeah.
were looking for buzzards and all that. No, and you guys, none of you all did
Yeah.
horribly. If there was anything there, you wouldn't have seen it. So you all come back down to the first floor.
And then in the bathroom, I was going to cast Clairvoyance.
Ooh, babe. Whoa.
Nice.
Dang.
Wow.
What?
You rolled a
Oh.
6.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at that. I switched maps right when you guys did that, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't just show you a map, did I?
Like, whoa, a dragon! Holy shit!
So Goldie directs all of you out here to have a table and directs a beer cat. Oh, wow. That's funny. You guys are here in the day. Directs one of the government officials to watch over you.
Oh, let's introduce ourselves.
Yep, and he makes small talk with you. And Goldie goes back to the door. I should grab her token up, but I'm not going to bother right now. I don't think it'd be pertinent unless someone decides to jump her for some strange reason. She stands outside the door with Mississippi. So she's right there outside your door. And you're going to cast Clairvoyance.
Be sure you're making farting noise.
You get your handy dandy eyeball.
And I want to search
Lots
this.
of grunts.
And I
I'm
want
going to keep it like 3 minutes. I'm going to go shoot across all these rooms.
Okay. So you shoot it out into the hallway. And I want you to roll the force of your spell plus your magic. So 6 plus whatever your magic is. And roll that for me, please.
It's one. I'm sorry. I do multiple 6s. I don't
On your character sheet, the little die.
So /R space the number of dice d6 greater than 5 if you're going to hand do it.
There you go. I rolled the die.
Okay.
That's 12 because it was 6 plus my.
Something just tried to dispel your eye.
So they can see it, I'm assuming.
Yep, what are you going to do? What is your next? You sense like this pushing against your eye, like someone's trying to close it, breaking your link.
Mm-hmm. And I don't see anything.
You see Goldie standing in the hallway.
Oh.
You see like another couple people walking down the hallway.
I'll zip it back in to the bathroom.
Okay. Just as you're doing that, you hear a bang on your on the door. Goldie, are you okay in there?
I make like a really loud, like wet, splattery poop noise.
With your hand?
You flash back to when you were weightless.
Yeah, I know that sound well. No, so it was the Wiener Schnitzel.
And the shame that followed.
Oh, I don't have a sticky spell. Damn it. I get up and then wash my hands and then walk out the door. Wow. Sorry about that. Yeah, I would give it 35, maybe 45 minutes before you let someone else go back in there.
I'm going to look around the room that we're in, and I want to see if there's cameras or anything like that. Electronic security, basically.
Yeah, there are cameras. Yeah, oh yeah, there's cameras every hallway, every...
Okay.
When you come out, Mississippi Goldie asks, are you going to be okay? I know whole cuisine does not sit well with foreigners.
Yeah, do you guys
Perhaps you should return to the hostel.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And I kind of fake like my stomach hurts and go over to the guys.
Yeah, Tari, there isn't much secrecy that this place is surveillance. There's pretty much nowhere other than the bathrooms, probably, where there isn't a camera pointed in the room somewhere.
Hey, we should get going, guys.
Isn't there more to see?
No, that is all. That was the tour.
How long have we been on this tour?
6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys had a meal. You know, she took you to a bunch of different, a lot of beer sampling, out to the fields, showed you some of the old processes of, you know, making beer and collecting the hops and the barley fields. And, you know, it's kind of, you know, the fields are all barren, you know, they're planting and it's April. So it's not, there's really not much to see, but she takes you out to some of the old fashioned farmsteads and farms and all the little shops around the town with their specialties, their clockworking and their old wooden toys and all the tourist traps. And, you know,
So is the entire barony ran from just this location?
Yes, the barony is not very large. The barony of Munchausen is pretty much just this little village and the fields around it. It's a small area. Another couple little inconsequential villages that are just, you know, a couple ranches put together.
You said the Baron was getting old. Does he have an heir?
It'll be up to the German government and the Council of Baronies to appoint a new Graf, a new lord over Munchausen. You know, Munchausen would be like a mayor within the barony of Bavaria, if that makes sense, as far as government structure.
We should get going. It's probably a good time to go. I don't feel very well. I can kind of fake that I'm still.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Alrighty. So it's mid-afternoon by the time you get back to the hospital, and she drops you off and wishes you well, tells you, let her know if there's anything else. If you need help getting out to your climbing places, she's certainly welcome to help.
Shady says she'll let her know and graciously thanks her for her time in the tour.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Very
I'll
much.
give her another 100 million.
Oh, I keep telling you. You do not need to do that.
Stomach.
And she leaves.
Are we at the hostel now?
You are. Yep, you're all in the hostel. She leaves. You're all in your room. So
Is there a like pharmacy or something close by to the, or some kind of pharmacy, someplace that maybe Shady could get some nail polish or something?
I turn on the white noise generator.
yeah, there's a little like gift shop not very between here and one of the hotels that sells, more modern stuff for the tourists to restock on things they might have forgotten, and some things are some basic cosmetics. Yep.
Okay, so she's gonna find either the darkest lipstick or the darkest nail polish she can find.
Yep.
And
No
then
problem.
back at the room, she's gonna paint out the lens.
Okay. That's fine.
During the white noise, I tell him about the dispelling of my spell. Couldn't get any good reading. Lucky to get out of there with our lives. They're able to dispel my spell. If they're able to dispel Mississippi the Great spell, that is they couldn't quite do it, of course. I
Oh my
fought back
god.
against it, but
Okay.
that was some strong magic. Then we should be afraid of that.
Well, what do you think? You think Goldie is a mage, or do you think there was other mages? Did you sense any other wizards in there?
I thought, didn't you check her out astrally before?
I think I did.
She's not been assensed specifically, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, she was the only one. I'm assuming it was her. Then, I thought you had, but
He's assensed people around him to just kind of get a fairly good view, of like things out of place or active spells or spirits, but he is not like individually assensed an aura to get further info. That's more specific. You have to target.
not very good at that kind of thing anyway.
I mean,
Just
if
to be
someone
honest-
if someone was casting a spell or sustaining a spell in its area, he would see that on some of his rolls. He wouldn't see that.
I detect
So if he would have done
magic-
that around Kangley back in the he would have seen that. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keith, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If it was an object, I can detect it easily. If it's a person, I cannot really detect if they're magic.
Right.
Hmm.
Oh. Hold on.
The sensing and my magic
Right,
sense doesn't
Yep. Let me
detect
see.
it.
Objects. Yeah, she does have an object on her that's magical. Yeah.
Well, I just let him know that. So I'm
Okay,
assuming she's a mage based on that, but because I don't think anyone who's non-mage can use a magic object, or they can carry one, I guess. Anyway, I let him know that. So I'm assuming Goldie is onto us at some point.
So I want to try to summon a spirit of air and try to send it to go search the castle for the book. But I want it to try to conceal itself. So probably a spirit of air.
Okay, go ahead and summon it. What force?
Force 4? What happened? Oh. Oh, I was looking for the force button. And it doesn't have a force thing, so.
Okay, you get 1 service. Roll to rate.
Locate the book and report to me.
Okay, you got to roll a drain at 2.
Easy.
Yep, no problem at all. So you give it a description of the book, which is no problem. You've given,
Yep.
Atari got a pretty good description of it. And direct it toward the castle and send it off. Okay.
Yep.
By the way, what was Goldie's magic object? Was it like a weapon or is it necklace or something?
Something under her clothing. All right.
Dirty
and
dwarf.
Now your spirit.
Should we hit it tonight? Should we crawl up the side?
Your spirit.
You want to grapple, don't you, Atari?
I think we should do
Chill
it
a
on the
day.
night of the 14th, so that then we get out the morning of the 15th, and then we're gone.
Yeah. So we would have to wait tomorrow. We're on the 13th right now, right?
Yep. I mean, unless we want an extra day in case we fuck up the first plan, but I'm kind of leaning towards.
Have we
wanna
ever, have we ever
spirit
fucked up a
at
plan?
night.
Well, I'm still thinking Prophecy 3 needs to happen here, where we could go in as researching writers, and we need to find this ancient book to influence our next prophecies.
What was that force again? I'm sorry.
4.
4.
I don't know if it's good or bad. Do you guys want
Okay,
to?
so you sense the spirit. It says that it has found the book. It is on the third floor. And then you start feeling pain and heat being like communicated to you, just kind of emotionally, and then through pain, just kind of the spirit flashing out at you. And then it pops out.
Okay.
They're going to be on alert.
So it was starting to
I
relay
will-
to you that it found the book. It was on the third floor of the castle in the keep. And as it was starting to relay more detailed information to you, it started
Getting cooked.
reacting to something and something about getting hot and being hurt.
Okay.
You can't.
So I will start erasing astrally all traces of me casting the spell and everything like that from this area.
Okay. Takes you like what, 10 minutes or an hour? I forget.
It's
That's
like
fine. You're
a
just in the
minute
hostel.
per force.
Yeah,
or
it's just,
something
yeah,
like
it's
that.
not very long. Okay. So you start scrubbing your astral signature. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So they're on to us. Should we go tonight or tomorrow?
Not tonight because they're on high alert tonight.
Yeah, they're probably expected tonight.
And closer to departure time is better anyway for us.
Hey, can you hack?
Yeah,
one
you
of the
guys are a
other-
little tired. I mean, you guys did go around do a lot of things. I mean, she do a lot of the locale, so you guys are a little,
I'm
little
going back.
worn out.
Hey, Atari, can you hack one of the other Baron's drones and send it over there, or send a, like a squadron over, so it can kind of like think that it's the other Baron?
So I'm not all that good with drones at the moment. I can, I can do like simple stuff with them.
Shady golf clap slightly.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have like a piloting skill.
Right, you just need to send them over there to get shot, though. But
The
you're pretty good at capturing them, right? I've seen you like pull out a bunch of them out of the sky.
Two.
Fight.
When they're close to you, I mean, you'd have to go through the matrix. You'd have to find them wherever they would be in this other barony that's,
yeah.
dozens, if not hundreds of miles away.
I mean, couldn't we take my drone that I have right now, attach a bomb to it, and send it off and do something like that? I mean, whoever these drones are, remember these are the drones that were attacking us on the train. So I don't think these are friends of the barony, right?
Do they have any kind of identifying markings on them?
Yeah, I'll look at it, see if there's any identifying marks on it.
Not a bad idea to throw.
No,
off.
there's only one drone that you have. You
Yep.
didn't get both of them.
Right.
It hasn't functioned at all since you've turned it off because you don't have ownership of it.
Mhm.
It is mounted with a weapon, so I mean that's kind of odd. Anyway, it has no on it. No markings because it came from the anarchists.
Okay, so yeah,
The rebel
could
orc.
make it look like an anarchy attack or something. Maybe I could spend some time getting ownership of it.
You'd need a hardware repair kit.
I don't have one here.
Do they sell them?
You haven't seen anything like that.
They still have an advanced piece of, cybernetic repair technology. Well,
Okay.
I'm going to bed. I'm going to go turn in.
Yeah, I'm gonna order some
Okay.
food. Gosh, I really
Okay.
need. There's no toolkit in any of the
Take some
crates.
stuff out of the vending machine. There's not that you've seen, nothing like that. Nothing that you would need. Just basic tools, like
Do-
farming
Okay,
tools.
who's our contact here?
You have no contact here.
We don't have a contact.
There was no one you were meeting.
Oh
You were
my
sent here to get
gosh,
a
you
book
guys,
and
we-
drop off.
Yep,
and there's
we're
no
just
one
doing
here. Yeah. No one
We're
you
just
know
doing
of.
a job and leaving.
Apparently posing as rock climbers.
Yeah.
I've never rock climbed in my life.
Yeah, how are we
Is
going
that
to get
it?
up there?
Does that cafe that we ate at last night do takeaway?
You know what?
Yes. Yeah, you can arrange something with them. They got no problem with that. It's very small townsy. It's no problem. You can ask for certain.
I think we got to take over that trip. Jeremy, you up for that?
I'm gonna reach out to. I'm gonna reach out to one of my connections. I want to reach out to Otto, my gear supplier,
Okay.
and find out. Ask him if he has any connections in Europe.
What is his connection rating?
1. It's crap.
No, he does not.
Like,
You might as well be on another planet, Chummer. You're on your own.
Alright.
Send a postcard.
What about Quan?
Atari,
What about Quan?
You can't reach them. They're on
He
their
does-
way to Angkor Wat right now.
Well, he doesn't get a postcard.
Gotta remember, that was only like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I think we need to take over this tram, Atari, and get us up there.
She says it runs 24/7.
Yeah, but
When
Okay.
needed. You know, it runs when it's needed, but it's always manned. It's always operational.
So
It's not
Does it-
constantly in motion.
to climb up the cliff face though.
we could float. We could, between you and I, we could probably float everybody up there.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, when it comes to the tram, like, the stuff that we're going to be doing in the castle, I don't physically need to be there. So we could take out the guy that runs the tram. I could manipulate the tram and send it up there. And then I go into the Matrix, and then I'm traveling with you guys via the Matrix.
The guy
Where
that
we're from.
controls the tram is up in the castle, though.
Here's the deal. There's going to be people stationed at the bottom and at the top of the tram. The people at the bottom are going to send a signal to the people at the top, letting them know that the tram is coming up and everything's a-okay. When we're on that tram, we have zero control. They can stop it dead in the center. It's a death trap. It's very risky.
So the
Going
controls
up-
for the tram, sorry to Laird, just to help you out, because what you're saying is along the right line. The tram's controls are in the top only. The bottom is just there to help people get on and off and to just keep it secure. So all the controls are from the top only.
Okay.
We can do the levitate trick. I think if we just levitate up the cliff.
Well, and
Oh,
the other
yeah.
thing is that the road going up to the castle, every inch of it is going to be able to be seen from the castle. That's the way these things were built, and that's another death trap. So if we can come up with anything that's more clever than that, I highly recommend it. Although
So-
I'm not looking forward to a climb.
So we can make it look like we're climbing.
Yeah, just go out.
But we can
I
all
can help the party in saying I highly recommend not trying to fly in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
because there's anti-missile systems, but we can look like we can cast levitate and make it so you only weigh a pound, and you can everybody can scurry up the side of the.
Okay.
Because we're not.
So from the cliff, I mean, we only have, 200 meters of rope? What is that? 200 times
So the
3.
cliff is
600 feet.
3 faces of 400 meters each.
Yeah, see, we only have
So it's 1,200 meters is the cliff face to climb up.
600 meters of rope. Or sorry,
So, one
200.
person would have to climb and set the rope, and then the other ones, follow the rope up. There's 3 sections to it, where you climb up one section of 400 meters, stop on a ledge, reset, climb another section, stop, reset, climb a third section, stop, reset. Okay.
We just make it look like we're climbing, but we'd actually be.
So you do have that option. You also have the option of trying something with the tram. Okay. You also have trying the mountain road. Okay, so that is definitely.
I
you
say
guys are
we
on the right
climb.
track. Okay, just to kind of help, but you
Yeah, I
guys.
agree. I think we should climb, but can you? They have to have all kinds of cameras and sensors and stuff.
Oh, it's all over.
They all have
Can
their
you-
pros and cons, obviously, which you guys have kind of already pointed out. Most of the cons, they all have their pros.
And Atari, of course you're going to suggest the most complicated one. You're not even going to fucking be with us.
No, I got to be close. I got to be connected somehow to this building.
Right, to turn off all the cameras and shit like that.
Yeah. So
So on
you
that
will be
note,
climbing.
Chummers.
yeah, I'll have to climb.
So on that note, Chummers, why don't you think about how you're gonna invade this castle, and we'll put it into action next week.
Sounds perfect.
Oh
Right
man,
on.
a whole nother week.
I know.
Sorry,
I know.
Chummers.
Well, there might be, we might be continuing part 2 of Edge of Darkness on Wednesday, right? With Cthulhu.
Mhm.
Yep, Cthulhu Wednesday.
Yeah.
Shadowrun Sunday, a week from now. Did some sleuth work. Don't know who played who, but definitely some players here in the town. And
All right.
got
Next
some good intel.
next week, we're going to turn into mountain climbers. Dun, dun, dun.
Storm
Awesome.
the castle.
Tune in and keep smiling.
Awesome.